Big Nate, No Harm Done by Lincoln Peirce. Hi there. Hello. Here for the summer book club meeting? Yes, I'm here every week. I've never seen you here though. I'm new, but I have a passion for books. Literature is my life, which is something we have in common, am I right? We both love reading. You like reading, huh? I sure do. Rare. Here, read this. Reading it wasn't that bad, but I'm not sticking around for the discussion. Mr. Rosa! Hello, boys. How's life in the ice cream biz? Not great. It's been a long 3 months. The customers get ruder every year. Frankly, I'm exhausted. No worries, big guy. In only a week, you'll be a middle school art teacher again. Was that smile frozen, or was that smile frozen? Like a hint of pistachio. There go some Jefferson kids off to school. Ha! Suckers. They're not suckers. Sure, they start classes in August, but their summer vacation starts in May. Also, Jefferson is a palace compared to PS38. Every classroom has air conditioning. Every student gets their own locker. Their cafeteria serves gourmet food. They have their own IMAX theater. And the science labs are incredible. They're fancier than a lot of college labs. Sometimes I wish I went to Jefferson. Whoosh! Sometimes we wish you did, too. You're lucky this was set on shower, not jet. What's that? A letter from your school principal. It's all about the renovations they've made over the summer. Some faculty changes, that sort of thing. What faculty changes? A new French teacher, a new media specialist, and Mrs. Godfrey's moving up to 8th grade. What? Read the letter. Read it. Okay. In other faculty news, two-time Teacher of the Year Clara Godfrey will teach 8th grade social studies this year. Yes. Watch the ceiling fan. Guys, did you get the letter? Yup, sure did. Godfrey moving up to 8th grade. Never saw that coming. We have to do something to celebrate. Well, we could treat ourselves to ice cream, go to the arcade, race go-karts, play mini-golf. Let's call random 8th graders and taunt them. Or there's that. Boop beep boop boop beep boop beep. Hello? Is this Dennis? Hey, you're in 8th grade, right? Mrs. Godfrey's your problem now, chump face. That was such a rush. We should do this on FaceTime so we can see people's expressions. I feel so alive. Me too. Guys, I know Godfrey moving up to 8th grade is huge, but isn't celebrating it a little unseemly? You You might be right, Francis. Maybe it is unseemly. But is it as unseemly as a turbo wedgie in the middle of a crowded shopping mall? No. I found the perfect way to celebrate Mrs. Godfrey moving up to 8th grade. Call me. Call you? You're right here. Just do it. All right already. Beep, beep, boop. You changed your ringtone to Ding Dong, the witch is dead. It's awesome because it's true. The grind begins again. Yeah, but you know what? I don't even mind. Without Mrs. Godfrey tormenting us, I'm almost happy to be back in school. Hello, trophy case. Hello, cafetorium. Hello, lockers. Hello, Mrs. Godfrey. Stop shouting in the hallway. Mrs. Godfrey? What are you doing here? I work here, in case you've forgotten. But shouldn't you be on the 3rd floor? Aren't you teaching 8th grade? For half of the day. During the other half, I'm teaching 6th graders like you. So fasten your seatbelt. I'd rather be hurled through the windshield. Oh, and I have you in homeroom. I can't believe it. I just can't believe it. I thought I was free. Instead, I'm stuck with Mrs. Godfrey. Again! It's too much for me. It's just too much. May I be excused to go cry in the bathroom? No. I don't know why you were so certain that Mrs. Godfrey was moving up to 8th grade full time. Because that's how Principal Nichols' letter made it sound, Gina. Well, I knew she was still teaching 6th grade. Oh yeah? How? I asked her. She and I are friends on Facebook. I hate them both so much. Did anyone have any adventures during the summer they'd like to tell us about? I visited the Finger Lakes with my dad. While we were swimming, I discovered a bone fragment that I couldn't identify. I consulted a paleontologist at Cornell University who concurred that my theory about the bone dates from the Miocene era. I'm being credited with discovering an entirely new species. Whoop-de-dang-do. And also from a burning car, I rescued a puppy. Hi, Nate. What's wrong? My world has been destroyed, Mr. Rosa. I thought Mrs. Godfrey was only teaching 8th grade, but she's teaching 8th and 6th. Yes, she told me that last spring. What? Wait, you knew about this? And you couldn't send me one stinking text? It was a busy summer. Can I see the comics, Dad? In a sec. I'm reading Ham and Eggs. You like ham and eggs? Don't you? No? There are no kid characters in that strip. It's just old guys telling dad jokes. What's wrong with that? It might do you good to read a dad joke every once in a while. Swip, wham! Why read when I can watch? Ow. Careful of that spill. Francis, you've got to be more aggressive out there. I know, but let's create some motivation. What's your favorite thing in the world? Probably my cat. Okay, then. Pretend the ball is your cat and the other team keeps stealing your cat. Your job is to get your cat back. Ah, gotcha. Hold it. I hate cats. I'm not pretending the ball is a stinking cat. You don't have to. Pretend it's anything you want. Like a really rare comic book? Fine, whatever. Francis, it's a cat. For you, it's a comic book. Ooh, what's it for me? And another halftime speech goes spinning out of control. Can it be a donut? I hear Gina's running for class president again. Ah, what else is new? Every year she runs, and every year she wins. If you don't like it, run against her. Me? No thanks. I don't want to get crushed. What makes you think you'd get crushed? Just a hunch. Nice poster. Vote for me or be crushed. How does Gina get elected class president every year? Nobody likes her. Doesn't matter if people like her or not. She's the only candidate, so... Aha! You mean she can be beaten. We just have to find an opponent that everybody likes. But who? Hey gang, who wants cupcakes? Bwang! Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Yup. Chad's the perfect candidate for class president. He's the one kid who can beat Gina. He's so nice, everyone will vote for him. But wait, is that a problem? What do you mean? Is he too nice? Haha, keep biting, little mosquito. Blood is for sharing. Chad, have we got a plan for you? How do you like to run for class president? Me? Haha, wowza. Sure guys, that would be fun. I'd love to run for president. Except I have an oboe lesson at 3:30. You can do both, Chad. Oh good, 'cause I'm learning Hello Dolly. These posters came out good. Are we sure this is gonna work? I mean, how do we know Gina won't mop the floor with Chad? Boing! We just do. Well, Gina, looks like Chad is running against you for class president. So, I'll just beat him just like I've beaten every opponent. Oh, really? I thought you might be affected by the fact that you're rather fond of Chad. Well, I'm not fond of him. I'm deeply, hopelessly in love with him. Let the campaign begin! I suppose you think you're clever, getting Chad to run for president against me. You think I can't be tough on him the way I would if he was someone else. Well, can you? Of course I can. He's my opponent. He's my adversary. He's my cotton candy cuddle cub. I'm sensing a landslide. You're in trouble in this election, Gina. I am not. I told you, just because our feelings for Chad doesn't mean that's not what I'm saying. Your problem isn't that you like Chad. Your problem is that everybody likes Chad. You've got my vote, Mine too. Now, let's hear from both candidates for president. First, Gina Hemphill-Toms. Thank you, Principal Nichols. Hello, everyone. I'm here to ask for your vote in the upcoming election. I'd like to take a few moments to outline my platform. Wait, do I need a platform? I'm pretty sure it's optional. Just unleash your lethal cuteness. Here's why you should vote for me. I've had this job before. I'm experienced. I know what I'm doing. My opponent, Chad Applewhite, on the other hand, hi. What are you doing? I already introduced me, so here I am. I'm in the middle of telling people how unqualified you are. Great. How can I help? Now I'd like to introduce the other candidate for president, Chad Applewhite. Hi, I'm Chad. Please vote for me. Thanks for listening. Bye. Yay! Chad, 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 Chad. You didn't get this kind of reception. Election day is tomorrow, guys. Who are you voting for? Chad, 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 Chad. Start working on your concession speech. Election day. You ran a good campaign, Chad. Thanks. May the best candidate win. K. Can you let go of my hand now? Sure. Ugh. Mrs. Shipulski and I have counted the votes, and we have a winner. Yes! But before we meet our next president, I'd like to congratulate the runner-up. Yes, yes. Chad Applewhite. Yeah. Wait, what? Love the enthusiasm. Runner-up? Runner-up? The winner of the 6th grade presidential election is Gina. But that's impossible. I conducted a poll yesterday and everybody was planning to vote for Chad until I asked them not to. Excuse me while I confer with my candidate. Shove! Chad, did you really tell people not to vote for you? Yep. But why? You could have won. I realized I didn't want to win. Beating Gina was your dream, not mine. Am I that transparent? Like a car windshield. We had it. We had it right in our hands. But instead of going down in flames, Gina gets to be president again. How revolting. Her presidency is a toxic cloud that's suffocating the whole school. Is it too early to talk impeachment? Let's give her till lunch. Why are you so upset that Gina won the election? Because she's power hungry. She just wants to be president so she can get away with anything she wants. Attention, please. This is President Gina Hemphill-Toms with an important announcement. By executive order, I hereby declare Nate Wright unconstitutional. Oh, how I hate her. Biff and Chip on safari. Greetings, nature lovers. Today, Chip, we're learning about Novus Juvenilis. more commonly called the new kid. Egad, Biff, there's one now. She looks nervous, Chip. That's a signature trait of the species, Biff. New kids are often very anxious about transitioning into new habitat. Aha! Look at this! One of the natives is about to greet her. Fascinating. Let's see how she responds. Hello. Censored. She appears to be gaining confidence, Chip. In safari speak, Biff, that's what we call a burn. Who's that talking to Principal Nichols? I'm not sure, but rumor has it she's from Hollywood. Did someone say Hollywood? Zip. And does anyone want me to hear me sing Cabaret? No. Oh dear. What would some lady from Hollywood be doing here? Isn't it obvious? She's a talent scout. She's looking for actors and ahem. Who's the best actor at PS38? That's your cue, Pinhead. You are. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Principal Nichols. Likewise. Do you mind if I just wander around a bit? Get a feel for the place? By all means. There's plenty to see here at PS38. Hi, Dee Dee Holloway, future star, and her agent. Is it true you're from Hollywood? Yes, it is. Well then, I'm your gal. You see, I happen to be an award-winning actress. Nate, remember my portrayal of Hyena number 2 in last spring's production of The Lion King? Yep. I would describe it as a laugh riot. When you've got the gift, you don't need the dialogue. Here's my list of credits and my headshot. Thank you, but do you have a card you could leave with my agent? Sure, here. Donna Devlin, Location Scout. Location Scout? This school is just what we're looking for. Retro shabby. Hey, is it true a talent scout is here? No, she's a location scout. I guess some movie wants to use PS38 for establishing shots. Establishing shots? That's not very dramatic. You want drama? Check it out. Take me with you! Take me with you! Mel, I've got a code red. Hi, trick or treat. Kid, it's not Halloween. I know, but I'm trying to avoid a repeat of last year's fiasco. As you may recall, my friends and I rang your bell at 7:03 p.m. and you said, sorry kids, I've just run out of candy. So I'm taking no chances this year. I'm here early. 3 weeks early. I haven't even bought Halloween candy yet. Okay, not a problem. Just give me a couple bucks. I'll go buy myself an almond joy and we'll call it good. Slam! Some people just can't see the big picture. So I've heard. Nate Wright, entrepreneur, at your service. Who wants to check out my line? Your line? My clothing line. I call it Natewear. Here's my motto. Timeless fashions inspired by the Nate Wright lifestyle. Isn't the Nate Wright lifestyle wearing the same clothes every day? That's why they're called timeless, butthead. Chad, Want to buy a custom designed shirt? I already have a custom designed shirt. This face right here changes expressions depending on my mood. That sounds impossible. It's true. Look, see how it's smiling? It's always smiling, Chad. And so am I, which means it's working. Chester, my man, can I interest you in a custom designed shirt? Sure. Okay, I have a catalog here. I'll take the shirt you have on. Rip! It's too small. Try wearing it as a wristband. You're selling clothes? It's called Natewear. Check it out. This all looks like the stuff you always wear. Of course, it's inspired by my personal sense of style. Why would I want to look like you? Behold the flaw in his business plan. Why wouldn't you? Some of these shirts are actually pretty sharp. Yup, Nate wears a quality clothing line. Can I try one on? I have no inventory yet. I'm taking orders first. But just let me know what you want and I'll put my production team on it right away. Later. How are you at sewing? I'm closing my clothing business. Turns out that actually making the stuff is way harder than I thought. So here, I'm returning the cash for the items you guys ordered. Hey, where's the rest of it? I charged a modest handling fee. That is a bit more handling than I had in mind. Wanna race to the stump? Sure. Ready, set, go! Hey, what gives? You're not even running. Uh-huh. So? It's a contest. You're supposed to go all out. I'm pacing myself. Pacing yourself for what? Zoom! For my finishing kick. Best, 2 out of 3. Grab your car keys, Dad. Let's go. Where are we going? To buy Halloween candy. I can't trust you to do it to yourself like a last year. So I like to hand out healthy treats. Is that so wrong? When the treats are baby carrots, yes. Not just baby carrots. Remember the spinach dip? Hold on. What are we doing? Shopping for Halloween candy. The grocery store is that way. The grocery store isn't the only place to buy treats. See, we're here. I refuse to shop for candy at a store called Tree, Root and Twig. You'll love it. The plantain chips are killer. Hi, can I help you? Yes, I hope so. I'm looking for Halloween treats that are healthy and delicious. Ah, say no more. I've got some yummies over here the kiddos will love. Nothing good ever happens around adults who calls us kiddos. Here's a fun treat for Halloween. Take a piece of celery and attach it to a sliced cube of fat-free cheese. I call them witches' brooms. Say, that is fun. Isn't that fun, Nate? Kill me now. Dad, just once can't you be like all the other parents on Halloween? Why is it a crime to give kids chocolate? You want chocolate? Try this. Nibble, nibble. It's made from cocoa powder, stevia, and unsweetened soy milk. Well, Nate, I know you disapprove of my approach to Halloween treats, but I think kids will enjoy having an alternative to traditional candy. Sure, I can hear them now. All these Snickers and Butterfinger bars are okay, but you know what's really tasty? These freeze-dried mango chips. That's the spirit. Now remember, if you get stuck on a certain question, skip it and go back to it later. How will that help? What do you mean? If we don't know the answer at 9 o'clock, why would we magically know it at 9:15? I'm not saying that it will happen magically, Nate. I'm saying that sometimes when you look at a problem a second time, your preparation kicks in. Preparation? Studying. Studying. Wow. Okay. Show of hands, gang. Who actually studied for this thing? It's only October. Check it out. I'm Willy Wonka. And I'm Paul Bunyan. Where's Francis? Here I am. I waited too long to shop for a costume, so this is all I could find. My cuteness fantasies just went down the drain. How are you at first aid? I just dropped an axe on my foot. Let's start over on Elm Street. Hey, there's Chad. What are you supposed to be? A baby. Easiest costume ever. I just threw on one of my old onesies and I'm ready for action. You can fit into your old onesies? I'm still waiting for my growth spurt. I've got too many Snickers bars in my bag. So, you love Snickers. Yes, but I also demand a certain diversity in my Halloween candy. So the only choice is for me to eat a bunch of these Snickers bars to even things out. North, 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 north. I'm thinking there were probably other choices. Like ditching him? That house rocked. I got a Butterfinger. I got a Kit Kat. I got a Peppermint Patty. I got a jar of pureed green beans. This is the downside of the baby costume. Nice costumes, guys. Thanks, Trista. I'm Paul Bunyan. And who are you, Francis? I'm a cute nurse. I'll say you are. Do a lumberjack's rugged good looks count for nothing anymore? Try showering. Trick or treat. Ah, you're Willy Wonka. I see. But are you the Gene Wilder version or the Johnny Depp? Oh, Gene Wilder. Johnny Depp's portrayal of Willy Wonka is a crime against humanity. Well played, sir. I know my boomers. What? He did not. Yes, he did. Last year. Wait, who are we talking about? Mr. Wright. You know that kid Nate Wright? His dad. Well, I can't believe anyone could be so lame. Oh, he was. I was there. But don't take my word for it. See for yourself. Ding dong. Trick or treat. Ah, hi kids. Ready for some goodies? Sliced cheese cubes attached to celery sticks. I call them witches' brooms. No thanks. We'll pass. So the legends are true. Break out the eggs, Billy. Mrs. Godfrey, there's been a lot of stuff in the news lately about kids and mental health. Well, my mental health isn't so hot lately. For example, last night's homework was very triggering for me, which is why you didn't do it. I'm glad we understand each other. You're claiming last night's homework was triggering for you? Right. What exactly was triggering about it? It reminded me of past trauma. What trauma? The homework from 2 nights ago. Cripes. I'm sorry to hear that you found the homework triggering, Nate. How do you suggest we deal with it? That's easy. From now on, just eliminate the triggering stuff. And what's that? All the social studies. I'll see what I can do. Nate, I don't believe your mental health is suffering. Instead, you've invented a mental health crisis to avoid doing schoolwork. That's unconscionable. You're right. Clearly, I'm a troubled individual. Too troubled to handle tonight's very demanding homework assignment. Oh boy. Mrs. Godfrey, why is this class called Social Studies instead of History? I don't know. And furthermore, I have no intention of discussing this topic. Okay, that's fine. It's a free country. You don't have to talk about something you don't want to talk about. I, for example, would prefer not to discuss the War of 1812. In that case, I have some bad news. Mrs. Godfrey, can we do something fun in class today? Fun? Yeah, like play Yahtzee or something. Yahtzee? Nate, Yahtzee has absolutely nothing to do with social studies. That's what's fun about it, lady. Hey, let's play a Risk. The whole board is a map. Hand in your what if homework, people. I'm excited to see the topics you came up with. I did what if Abraham Lincoln had never gone to Ford's Theatre? Very good. What if France had provided military aid to the Confederacy? Wonderful. What if the Union had lost the Battle of Gettysburg? An intriguing question. Nate, your homework, please. Me? Yes, you. What was your topic? What if this homework had never been assigned? Not the answer I was looking for. You again? Gather round and grab a uniform, everybody. We've got to be the cats again? The bobcat is our school mascot, Nate. Case closed. Not for me. I hate cats. Wearing a jersey with cats on my chest makes me feel dirty. Try licking yourself, doofus. See how cats mess with team chemistry? Listen to this, coach. Like most cats, bobcats are largely solitary. That's why bobcats make lousy mascots. They're individuals. They're selfish. We, on the other hand, are all about the team. Then why don't you ever pass me the ball? Because your jump shot blows, Liam. Deal with it. Even if I could change the school mascot, Nate, why would I? A bobcat is a perfectly good mascot. We could certainly do much worse. A college in California has a banana slug for a mascot. Is that what you want? Yes! Whoops. Coach just told me about a school with a banana slug for a mascot. That's what we should do. You want us to be the banana slugs? No. But something like that. Something cool. Bobcats are a dime a dozen. Let's be something people will remember. Sir, Nate Wright is here with a petition to change your mascot to a sea cucumber. I'm not in. Nate, we're not changing a mascot to a sea cucumber. The notion is ridiculous. Right, that's the point. Having an unusual mascot draws attention. It's a way to stand out from the crowd. But if you don't like sea cucumbers, I've got a list of other possibilities. Tell me when to stop. Stop. Ahem. Naked mole rat? Principal Nichols shot down my proposal that we become the Peirce 38 fighting sea cucumbers. Shocker. Said sea cucumbers have nothing to do with our school history. To which I say, what history? Nothing ever happens around here. Except the time that weird kid got obsessed with changing the school mascot. Yeah, that was lame. Trouble. I hear Mr. Galvin is planning a pop quiz next period. Ring! Ah, and there's the bell. We're doomed. No, we're not. I got this. Trust me, guys. There will not be a pop quiz today. Take your seats, folks, and put away your notebooks. Mr. Galvin, look at this. Aren't you into unusually shaped potatoes? I am indeed. Well, bet you've never seen one this weird. You'd be surprised, my boy. Let me show you some highlights from my collection. And this one looks just like Johnny Depp. You're welcome. Didi, how come you're all dressed up? It's school picture retake day. My first one was awful. Ooh, how awful. I'll show you. But don't laugh. Is that a snot bubble? That's a snot bubble. Hi, school picture guy. Hola, amiga. Here for your mulligan? Does mulligan mean a do-over? Correcto. It's a golf term. Not that I know anything about golf. My experience is with the game is limited to one disastrous day, my teens, as an apprentice caddy. And therein lies a tale of class warfare, betrayal, and forbidden love. Oh boy. I'm hoping to use my school picture as a headshot for auditions. Oh ho, you're an actress. Ahem. Why, yes, I am. What's your specialty? Drama? Light comedy? My specialty is spectacular, bring the house down showstoppers that only a once-in-a-lifetime star can deliver. And also, I'm the president of the drama club. I sensed that. So, what are we doing here, kid? What kind of look are you going for? Can you make me look sultry and strong, but with a smidge of vulnerability? Okay. Sounds like a classic 7B. What's a 7B? 40% Beyonce, 40% Scarjo, 20% Gaga. Make it 30% Gaga and you've got a deal. Okay, kid, time's a wasting. Let's see that $1 million smile. Wait, not yet. Not yet? You're an actress. You have to be ready when the red light goes on. But I have to prepare myself. I'm an artist. I can't just turn it on when I hear someone say, action, swing, click. Boy, am I glad I got my school picture retaken. It came out good, huh? It came out great. Look. Too bad you've got one eye closed. It's a sassy wink. Okay, everybody, pair up and practice what I showed you. Sorry, coach. I had to stay after social studies. No problem, Nate. We're working on some basic wrestling moves. Find a partner. But everyone's paired up already. Not to worry. A few kids are still getting changed. You can wrestle with one of them. Who's them? Ahem. I shall grapple with you, my love. I will never be late for gym again. Now you pin me. Oof, I'm beat. I need a nap. Huh, good luck with that. You could try the nurse's office. There's a bed there. Oh, I don't need a bed. I can sleep anywhere. When you say anywhere, do you mean someplace quiet? Or can you literally sleep anywhere? Wow, that's impressive. What's going on? Is Chad okay? Yeah, he's just asleep. In the hallway? He says he can sleep anywhere. It's true. I did an overnight at his house once, and he slept in an empty TV cabinet. That's so on brand. He's Chad to the bone. I don't believe Chad can sleep in all this commotion. I don't believe he fell asleep so fast. I mean, he was out like a light in seconds. Wait, what's that noise? His phone is playing an episode of Dr. Oz. That would do it. Ah, Chad, you're awake. Yup, a little power nap was just what the doctor ordered. But he only slept for 3 minutes. Is that really enough to recharge your batteries? When combined with a liter of Mountain Dew? Yup. Glug 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 glug. This might explain his mood swings. You know, I think Chad's got the right idea. We could all use the occasional power nap to get us through the day, am I right? It's just a matter of finding the right place to sack out. Nate, I've been told you were taking a power nap during social studies. Son, sleeping is not permitted during school hours. Then why do you keep a cot hidden in your supply closet? Would you like to explain how you know the contents of my supply closet? Not really. Red team, you're shooting at that basket. Blue team, let's run our zone defense. Coach? What is it, Nate? Keep an eye on me while we scrimmage. Why's that? Because I've been working on my left hand like you told me. Everything I can do righty, I can now also do lefty. For all intents and purposes, I've become ambidextrous. So now you can dribble the ball off both feet? Blow it out your ear, Liam. Ah ha ha ha! Ah ha ha ha! Our team chemistry needs work. What's going on with you boys? You've been bickering all practice. What you need is an activity to bring you together as a team. Like you take all of us out for pizza after practice? No. How about tacos? Also no. Good hustle though, Chad. Take a seat, boys. We're going to form a trust circle. Teammates play better when they know each other, when they trust each other. So I'd like each of you to tell us something we don't know about you. That builds trust. Who'd like to go first? How about Nate? He loves talking about himself. Pound sand, Liam. Boys, whatever you say to your teammates stays with your teammates. That's why it's called a trust circle. Okay, why don't I start? Now let's see. What can I tell you about myself? You can tell us what you really think of the other teachers. Don't you trust us? Are Mr. Galvin and Mrs. Shipolsky having an affair? Come on, boys. Who's got something they'd like to tell the trust circle? I'll go. But does it have to be something embarrassing? No, not at all. Say anything you like. Anything. So it can be embarrassing about somebody else? Because I've got some dirt on Francis you guys won't believe. Hey! I want the trust circle to know that I should be the starting point guard instead of Nate. Well, I want the trust circle to know that Peyton leads the team in turnovers. And I want the trust circle to know that Nate is a ball-hogging glory hound. And I want the trust circle to know that Peyton can bite me. Cripes. How about you, Teddy? Anything you'd like to say to the trust circle? Sure. Just give me a sec. I want to make sure I get it right. Okay, I'm ready. A priest, a rabbi, and a duck walk into a bar. Tell you what, let's just practice free throws. One day, Nate Wright walked to school. What kind of caption is that? What's wrong with it? It's boring, that's what. Give me an interesting caption. What did you have in mind? Anything. Anything would be better than he walked to school. Okay, fine. Just give me a second. Got one. Ready? Ready. On a chilly morning in December, Nate Wright suddenly and inexplicably found that his clothing had disappeared. Then he walked to school. Oh, come on! Guys, check this out. The Weekly Bugle is so boring. Whose fault is that, Gina? You're the editor. Don't blame me. You can't make a newspaper interesting when nothing ever happens around here. You want something to happen? Okay. 5 minutes later. Write this down. Food fight explodes in cafetorium. Carnage ensues. Tell me about this food fight. Was it your doing? What do you mean? Did he start a food fight just so he could write about it in the school paper? Define a start. Did you throw food at somebody? Food? No. What did you throw? A cranberry juice box. I can't believe you. What's the problem? A reporter doesn't start a food fight just to create headlines. Oh, relax, Gina. We needed a story. I got us a story. No harm done. Except to the innocent bystanders. Sorry, Chad. Collateral damage. Don't act all horrified, Gina. It's not a big deal for reporters to be part of their stories. Clark Kent writes stories about Superman. Peter Parker takes photos of Spider-Man. Those are superheroes. So? You're not a superhero. That's a matter of opinion. We're not running this food fight story. It's fake news. It's not fake. It happened. Yes, because you made it happen. A reporter can't do that. It's as bad as making up quotes. That's hilarious. I make up quotes all the time. Are you serious right now? No comment. So, if I start a riot so I can write about it, that's fake news. But if a riot happens and I'm not the one who started it, that's newsworthy? Exactly. Good to know. But why do you want me to throw this stink bomb into the teacher's lounge? It's a journalism thing. Mr. Rosa, Nate's painting blindfolded. So that's not what we're supposed to be doing, you moron. Great artists don't always follow the rules, Gina. Look at Rusty Sienna. Rusty Sienna is a cheesy TV painter. The man's a genius. I saw him do this once on his show. He says working blindfolded increases the chances of happy accidents. Happy accidents? That's when something unexpected happens and makes the painting better. So I'm just working away, waiting for those happy accidents to come along. Slosh! Oh, there's one now. Hey, do you see what I see? Ooh, opportunity knocks. Hey, can we play dodgeball? Dodgeball? Let me check. Nope, sorry. Dodgeball is on this list of unsafe activities that Coach Callahan left for me. Well, then can we play bombardment? Bombardment. Well, it's not on the list, so I don't see why not. There's nothing better than a sub in VZ. Wait, why is this good? Didi, can you help me buy a Christmas gift for my sister? Me? I barely know your sister. Yeah, but you're a girl. Girls always know instinctively what sort of gifts other girls will like. Right, because we all have identical tastes. Exactly. You're like a cult. I hate to break this to you, Nate, but all girls are not alike. Yeah, I know. Then why do you assume I'll magically know what sort of Christmas present your sister will like? Because you're smart that way, Didi. You have the ability to sense what other people need in all situations. Ahem. Yes, well, that's the gift of a born actor. I'm not a bad actor myself. Okay, let's find a present for my sister. This store's nice. Nesting Nook? It's a gift shop. It has all kinds of cute things. I'll admit, the scented candle aisle is a bit overpowering. Ooh, I'll bet your sister would like a scarf. You think so? Sure, scarves are great, especially when they complement your coloring. What color are your sister's eyes? I don't know, sort of neutral, I guess. Neutral isn't an eye color, you Nimrod. They sort of look like two black lines in the middle of her face. Maybe I'll get Ellen a book of poetry for Christmas. Does she like poetry? I think so. Probably. I mean, girls are into poetry, right? It depends. It depends on the girl. It depends on the poetry. How about poems to eat ribs by? That's a no. For me? What could it be? Well, you're tough to shop for. I had to decide between a basket of handmade soaps or a cute little stuffed panda. I love both those things. Right. But I couldn't pick between them, so I got you something else. Hence the Geralda Rivera moustache trimmer. It also works for eyebrows. Ah, come on. What's wrong, Miranda? I want to make a snowman, but it keeps falling apart. It's the wrong kind of snow. It's too dry and fluffy. For snow to hold together, it needs to be wetter. So if I mix some snow into this puddle, it'll work better? Yep, it should. But I don't think that's enough to make a snowman. Whatever. I don't need to make a whole body. Just the head. Pow! Speaking of heads, mine doesn't feel so good. Put something cold on it. Ah, Spitzy. How's the boy? Good to see you too, buddy. How come Spitzy hugs you and not me? Because I'm a dog whisperer, Chad. Dogs know that about me. They can sense it. That's why Spitzy was lavishing me with affection, because what's wrong? My wallet's gone. I'm pretty sure he said, keep the change. Wow, Nate, I like your painting. Oh, me too. I love the colors and the shapes. This rocks. Oh, sure, this is nothing. Hey, guys, come look at Arthur's painting. Wow, this is amazing. Arthur, you're a genius. This is nothing. Splot. Your painting's the best, Nate. That's nice of you to say, Chad. Because everyone else seems to think Arthur's painting is a total masterpiece. I haven't seen his yet. I'll go check it out. Yeah, his is better. Ouch. How come everyone thinks Arthur's painting is so great? Well, have you looked at it? Go check it out. Then you'll see what all the fuss is about. Shwang! Amazing, right? It's okay. Arthur's painting really is incredible. Why can't I make my painting look that good? Wait, I'll bet I can. If I just do this and this, then maybe, just maybe, I'll end up with a giant turd-colored blob. Wow, that's brown. I give up. Arthur, how do you do it? How I'm do what? How do you make your painting look, so much better than mine? Nate, art is not for being a contest. I am not trying to make a more better painting than yours. It just is happen without any trying. Oh, how I hate him. Very nice, Nate. You're doing some really fine work. Thanks. Huh? Hear that, everybody. Who cares what you clowns think about art? It's Mr. Rosa's opinion that matters. And clearly, he knows what he's talking about. Arthur, your gifts as an artist are so sublime, I may very well be moved to tears. Okay, are you want a tissue? I'm so sick of Arthur being good at everything. I play chess, he plays it better. I make a good painting, he makes a masterpiece. I've got to find something I can beat him at. How about whining? Yeah, you're a master. Zip it, clowns. There must be something I can do better than Arthur. There is. Sports. You're better than him at basketball, baseball, soccer, but that's because Arthur doesn't do sports. I want to beat him on an even playing field where each of us has a chance to win. I've got the perfect thing. Knitting. Knitting? You want me and Arthur to have a knitting contest? As long as you're obsessed with beating him, why not? You don't knit, and neither does he. The two of you are evenly matched. And you can donate whatever you make to the YMCA clothing drive. So what do? Walk up to Arthur and say, I challenge you to a knit-off. You all want me to knit something? Exactly, Arthur. Think of it as a friendly competition. But about knitting, I'm not know anything. I don't either, Arthur. That's what makes it fun. And we'll donate whatever we make to the YMCA clothing drive. Ah, so it is for also a good cause. This sounds super fun. I will destroy you. So Arthur agreed to it? Yup, let the knit-off begin. We've each got 2 weeks to knit something for the YMCA clothing drive. Good luck, bro. Knitting looks hard. Not to worry, Teddy. I've got a secret weapon at my disposal. Beep, 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 beep. Ring. Mother. Phone. Lock phasers, Mr. Worf. So you want to learn how to knit, eh, cowboy? Yup. You told me once that you knit for relaxation. True, it suits me in stressful moments. But first and foremost, knitting is a practical solution to a vexing problem. Do you know how hard it is to find a quality cable knit sweater vest for a man my size? Not really. So you're part of some sort of contest? Yup, I'm gonna knit Arthur into the ground. Who's Arthur? Just some kid that everyone loves for some reason. He's better than I am at everything. It's so annoying. I can't wait until I grow up and he's out of my life. Kid, I have some bad news. There's always another Arthur. That's so depressing. Let's start with the basics, kid. You know how to tie a slip knot? Of course I do. I'm a timber scout. Okay, tie a slip knot around one of the needles. Actually, I'm still working on my knot tying merit badge. This could take a while. Now loop the yarn around. Ah, why is this so hard? All I want to do is knit a sweater. A sweater? Kid, even expert knitters struggle with sweaters. Start with something simple, like a dishcloth. I can't beat Arthur with a stinking dishcloth. Yikes. Gah! I stink at knitting. Patience, grasshopper. It takes practice. It's like math. When you practice math problems, you improve, right? Perhaps that's a bad example. You sound insane. How goes the knitting? Awful. I'll never beat Arthur at this rate. Hey, my grandma knows how to knit. Maybe she'll make something for me. What? You'd ask your grandmother to help you cheat? Of course I want to ask her. I'd pay her. Should have seen that coming. I mean, she's family. Hey, Arthur. How's your knitting project going? Ah, so much fun. I'm totally beginner, so I have very much to learn. Yeah, my project is sort of a disaster. Yes, me also. First pair of gloves was very bad. You're knitting gloves? Next 10 pairs are much better. This is the day your big knit-off gets decided, right? Is it? Yeah, I guess it is. You guess it is? You've been talking for 2 weeks about crushing Arthur. Francis, this isn't about crushing anybody. It's about knitting something to donate to the clothing drive. The whole competitive part isn't important. Spoken like a guy who knitted a lousy sweater. It's more like a pot holder. Ah, Nate, I asked Mrs. Shariki to be the judge for our knit-off. I didn't know you were a knitter, Mrs. C. Oh, yes. I've been knitting for years. Knitting is my life. Not by choice, mind you. But I've got to do something while my husband watches the History Channel. Here is what I make, Mrs. Shirky. Goodness, Arthur. These gloves are amazing. Absolutely top-notch. What did you knit, Nate? I'm not sure what to call it. Is it perhaps a tea cozy? Sure, let's go with that. Arthur, I hereby declare you the winner of the knit-off. Thank you, Mrs. Shirky, but I think there are two winners. You see, Nate is trying his best, even though at knitting he is so horrible. Which means he's winner also. I am burning with rage right now. Hello, here I am for donating to clothing drive. Great, we can always use gloves. Hi, I'm here to donate too. What is it? I guess it's a scarf. For someone with super skinny neck. Haha. Zip it, Arthur. I hear Arthur kicked your butt in the knit-off. Yep. Why does he have to be so good at everything? Well, why do you have to be so competitive? Me? I'm not competitive. Yes, you are. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. I'm not. Fine, you're not. Another argument won. I hear there's a sub in math. I hear she's a college student. Yes. Oh, yes. That means we get to goof off all period. Prepare for party time, people. Hello, Nate. Hi. Remember me? I don't think so. I'm Robin. I babysat for you when I was in high school. I have so many hilarious stories about you I could share with the class. But I won't. Unless you give me no choice. Either she really was a babysitter, or she's a psych major with a mean streak. Ready for the social studies test? I studied my buns off, but I'm still nervous. Try some positive visualization. If you picture yourself succeeding in your mind, it's more likely to happen for real. I'll walk you through it. Close your eyes. Okay. Now imagine Mrs. Godfrey is passing out the tests. Hold it, hold it. Why am I picturing Mrs. Godfrey? Because she's the social studies teacher, Einstein. Yeah, but this is called positive visualization. So instead of Mrs. Godfrey, I'm picturing a smoking hot supermodel. Rawr. Hi there. I'm picturing about a D+. Look what I got for Sherman. What is it? It's an exercise ball, so he doesn't have to be cooped up in his cage all day. Hear that, buddy? You get to move. From a glass box to a plastic sphere. Awesome. I think he's smiling bitterly. Okay, Sherman, go wild. Take a lap around the classroom. He's not moving. Maybe he's scared. Could be. Poor little guy. I wish we knew what he's thinking right now. I'd never realized until now just how bad a bunch of 6th graders' feet smell. Do you think Sherman likes his exercise ball? Not yet. But he will. He's just got to get used to it. Yeah, it probably feels weird in there. What happens if, nature calls? I guess he just goes inside the ball. This is the part where I really miss my Seda shavings. Welcome to life outside the social studies room, Sherman. This is the 2nd floor hallway. That's the math room. Over there is the science lab. Bonk, 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 bonk. And those are the stairs. That was a rush. Ew, what is that? That's Sherman, a homeroom gerbil. Gross! Get him away from me. What's that, Sherman? He says your boots are cheap Uggs knockoffs. Very tacky. Come on, Sherman. Let's check this out. Pretty cool, huh? This is the library. Have you ever seen so many books in your life? And none of them available to chew into fluffy shreds. He doesn't look happy. Hello again, hockey fans. This is Stan Polchek, high above ringside. I'm former NHL All-Star deck boarding. It should be quite a game today, Deck. I can't agree more, Stan. For the home team, we've got dynamic center Nate Wright, playmaking winger Teddy Ortiz, and rock-solid defenseman Francis Pope. But there's a new goalie, Deck. How'd he look during warm-ups? Not good, Stan. I've no idea where they found this stiff. Frankly, he looks like he's never played the game before. The goalie doesn't hold the stick with 2 hands, Dad. Then how does he keep his balance? If you had bad breath, you'd want me to tell you, right? Do I have bad breath? No. But if you did, I'd want to know it, for sure. I'm just gonna tell her. She'll probably thank me. Who? Mrs. Godfrey? Urk. Are you insane, Nate? You can't tell Mrs. Godfrey she has bad breath. But she does. It smells like toxic waste. So you're gonna walk up to her desk and say, your breath smells like toxic waste? Of course not, Teddy. She'd bite my head off. I'm gonna say, no offense, but your breath smells like toxic waste. Good plan. Soften the blow. I don't think you should tell Mrs. Godfrey she has halitosis. Why not? It'll be giving her information she needs to have. What if she already has it? What if she knows her mouth smells like rancid cabbage, but she just doesn't care? You mean she's weaponizing her breath? It's just another way to break our spirit. If you want to let Godfrey know she's got bad breath, you have to be subtle. What do you mean? Strike up a casual conversation. Talk to her about something besides her breath. Then gradually steer the conversation where you want it to go. Subtly. Subtly. Got it. 5 minutes later. Speaking of stuff that smells like roadkill, I'm gonna try again to talk to Mrs. Godfrey about her breath. How was your garlic bagel this morning, Mrs. G? How on earth did you know I had a... Ah, I see. You noticed the bagel bun bag in my wastebasket. No, I didn't. Anyway, the bagel was heavenly. Here's the best way to deal with Mrs. Godfrey's bad breath. Shake, shake. Ahem. Mrs. Godfrey, can I interest you in a breath mint? No, I don't like mints. Please, think of it as a gift to all of humanity. That went badly. Ring. Hi, Mrs. Godfrey. Ready for the test? Of course. Ready for the test? I sure am. Ready for the test? I was born ready. Ready for the test? Me? Sure. I mean, well, no, not really. It's like, who are we kidding? I could pretend to be ready, but I've actually spent zero time reading up on Calvin Klein or Coolidge. Right, hey, can I get extra credit for honesty? Dad, what's this? I found it in the attic. Wow, haven't seen that in years. This was my band jacket. I wore it on stage at all our gigs. You were in a band? In high school, we called ourselves Earth, Wind and Kyle. Earth, Wind and Kyle? Kyle drove the van, so he had naming rights. Were you really in a band in high school? I'll prove it. Somewhere in here I've got some pictures from back in the day. Ah, here we go. See? Photographic evidence that Earth, Wind and Kyle did exist. You don't look happy. When you're going bald at age 16, it's hard to stay upbeat. Earth, Wind and Kyle is a weird name for a band. Not really. Earth was my buddy Ethan, and the Kyle part is self-explanatory. So you're wind? I was wind. Because I may have had a slight flatulence issue. You inspired me to dig up some more mementos of my Earth, Wind and Kyle days. I found one of our old concert tapes. Click, squee, twang, clank. Yeah. Is this you guys tuning your instruments or... No, this is Eye of the Tiger. Gramps, Dad was just telling me about the band he used to be in. Eh? Band? Yeah, Earth, Wind and Kyle. Oh, yes. Yes, they used to rehearse in the basement. Are you having a traumatic flashback right now? Make it stop! Make it stop! I just found out my dad was in a band in high school. Yeah, my dad was in a band too. I guess all our dads wanted to be rock and rollers back then. Not my dad. My dad never wanted to be anything but a chimney sweep. But your dad's an accountant. That's why he's so sad all the time. Poor Chad. Hello, I'm looking for a Valentine card for a teacher. Sure, we have quite a selection. This one's not quite right, and neither is this one. They just don't say enough, you know. This sounds like quite a teacher. Oh, she is. She teaches social studies and she's amazing. She has a gift for getting the absolute best out of everybody. Ding. Almost. Hi, got any Valentines for teachers that say you're bad at your job? I can't believe you haven't decorated your locker yet. Why can't you believe it? Because your decorations tell people who you are, Francis. I mean, look at my locker. Click. Firm. Must I? These aren't decorations, by the way. These are furnishings. See this, Francis? This is how you decorate a locker. I've got a Patrice Bergeron hockey card, a WMPG bumper sticker, a picture of us at the Timber Scouts Jamboree, a bunch of fortune cookie fortunes, a Bobcat Pride pennant, a Tony Donuts decal, my birthday horoscope, and a drawing of Mrs. Godfrey as sumo wrestler. And what is this supposed to tell me about you? Duh, that I'm awesome. If I'm going to jazz up my locker, I want to look at some other lockers, you know, to get some ideas. Makes sense. Let's check out Chad's. Several dozen Have a Nice Day stickers and a collage of My Little Pony characters. That is so on brand. Hi guys, who wants a gumdrop? Hey Gina, can we look inside your locker? Francis needs some decorating ideas. Be my guest. All your report cards since kindergarten arranged in chronological order. You'll notice my cumulative GPA is 4.25. See, this is what you don't want. Arthur, can we see how you've decorated your locker? Okay. It's picture of goat. Ah, I get it. It's symbolic. A goat. G-O-A-T. Greatest of all time, right? No, I just am liking goats. His name is Laws. Okay, moving on. Check it out, Nate. The latest in-locker interior design. Ooh, let's see. Wait a minute. This is just a bunch of post-it notes. Exactly. I'm decorating my locker and giving myself helpful reminders at the same time. Check pants for zipper malfunction. I've arranged them in order of importance. Check it out. This date in pop culture history. Nice. Hit me. Okay, on this date in 1703, the first Mardi Gras was celebrated in Mobile, Alabama. Ooh, party! In 1999, two dudes set a new hot air balloon endurance record. And they haven't been seen since. Ha ha ha. In 1900, aspirin was invented. Good, because you're giving me a headache. Ah ha ah ha ah ha. In 1980, a Best Disco recording was recognized for the only time in Grammy history. Was it Disco Duck? Ha ha ah ha ah ha. In 1996, the first annual No Brainer Day was established. How fitting, since you have no brain. Ah ha 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 ah ha. And in 2022, 2 disruptive students were told to leave the classroom. Since when does detention count as pop culture? Oh, how I hate her.